Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to a day when I don't have any pockets. Another day with no pockets. It's like, this is like my 5th day in a row. I haven't had any pockets on my shirt, and I can't put little guys into my shirt pockets. It's Bad Ears McGee. Good old Bad Ears McGee, or Patches Jr. as his name actually is. Not that he cares. I mean, he doesn't even know he has a name. I'm quite sure he has some kind of identifier in his head to identify himself as opposed to the rest of the world. But who knows? I mean, I don't have a hamster brain. My brain is much, much larger. So I don't know how much RAM and how much ROM is in a hamster brain. But they are cuties and they learn, and they're absolute sweethearts because of it. He's looking at me. He wants to go back to bed, so I'm going to put him back to bed. He's a sweetheart. Here we go, little guy. Thank you so much for letting me bring you out of your bed. He was sleeping, of course. All my shirts are... the ones that are even semi-light colored like this are all just a little bit too tight. Drive me crazy. I don't like that. But I don't have a lot of new shirts. Most of my shirts, 99.99% of all my shirts I've never bought. I've gotten them as hand-me-downs from other people, and that continues now. And so I still haven't bought any shirts. These are all hand-me-downs, and so the fit is hit and miss. I've been buying my own pants lately, and my own underwear and socks, so no hand-me-downs on that department. I've never taken hand-me-downs for socks or underwear. It's pants and shirts, stuff like that. It was only recently I actually started buying pants, as I was running out, and nobody had given me any, and I didn't know what to do, and I was like, I need to go buy some pants, so I bought a bunch of pants. Very comfortable. It turned out to be pretty easy. So thumbs up on that. One thing that I did want to say, I have, through memory, and then talking with one of my housemates to verify that my memory was correct, because I had talked to one of my nieces through marriage with my brother-in-law. I mean, I don't know if you'd still call them nieces or through marriage anymore. I mean, with my wife dead, I mean, I don't know if I'm still a part of that family, but they take care of my children, so yeah. But she had told me that Amelia, our kitty here, who's not really our kitty because we can't have a cat, but we don't want her to just die, so she lives outside, but she's actually my kitty in the first place. Back when my wife and I lived in Blaine, Washington, right up on the Canadian-Washington state border, we had cats. We'd had lots of cats, and one of the cats had kittens. But Jen at that time was in the hospital and having heart surgery and all that. She couldn't take care of anything. She was gone. I was gone. I couldn't take care of anybody. There was the cats. They were not house trained. I couldn't keep up trying to clean up with them in the house. We got rid of the cats. We gave them away. As it turns out, my brother-in-law took all the cats, their family. So Amelia was actually one of those kittens that I had given away. So she most likely remembers me a little tiny bit, so that when my wife and I moved into the house across the street from my brother-in-law, and she moved in across the street with us, basically, she didn't so much just go, oh, look, new people, we like them. It's like, oh my gosh, it's them. And then staying over. And then she hasn't so much adopted me just because, you know, cats like me, which cats do. But she adopted me in the garage because I was back. And so she's been my kitty because she was one of our little kittens that we had to give away. And now she's my kitty again, even though we can't have a cat here. So she was with my brother-in-law, and then the brother-in-law moved, and now the cat, I don't know if it was left behind or ran away, but it's here and we don't want it to die. So, especially, you know, since I remembered where the history of the cat was, I don't want it to just die or be taken away. She's an old kitty. I mean, if she was born in like, I mean, my wife died in 2014. It was 2007 when we moved here. So it must have been like 2004. She's an older cat. She doesn't have much longer. Aside from my children, she is the last living connection between myself and my wife. Yeah, I still got my kids. They live with my brother-in-law, and he lives out that way. It's not that far. I've gone up to see my kids, and they haven't been there. Have my kids ever come down to visit me? No. Such is life. Thumbs up. But hey, I don't have a ton of subjects. I had a whole bunch of stuff that I'd wanted to talk about, but because I can't write stuff down if I'm out walking, to write things down for subjects, I don't have pen and paper with me, because if I have a pen and paper to write stuff down, number one, I got to remember to write it down. Number two, I got to remember to not lose the pen and paper once I'm done. So I try to remember when I think of things, and I went out and I've had all sorts of stuff in my head that I wanted to talk about, but I can't. Even this morning, I took a walk this morning before like 5 o'clock, 5:30, something like that, and I thought about things that I wanted to talk about, and oh gosh, are any of them coming back? No. There were things I was talking about and thinking about. Well, one of them actually was, I do sort of remember, it was sub-vocalization. Which is, when you think, you actually sub-vocalize. Oh, I'm starting to remember some of them now. When you think, you sub-vocalize, which is if you're thinking like words in your head, like, gosh, I think I need to go to the mall today. What's happening is you think it, you're actually forming the words with your mouth and your tongue and your throat. Very slight movements. Pay attention, you'll notice yourself doing it. It'll drive you crazy, because then you'll start going, well, why am I doing that? Can I stop? And then you'll try, and you can't. So sub-vocalization is why they, in the science fiction stuff, when they view soldiers with the way they have communication devices, this little tab, so that as you think it and you sub-vocalize, the radio picks it up and sends it out. All you have to do is think, and as you sub-vocalize, you can pick it up. And it, excuse me, that's actual stuff for real too. So I can't remember why I would brought up sub. Oh yeah, I remember why I was bringing up sub-vocalization. Oh, ow, oh, my fingers stick, and then I gotta crack them, and then they don't hurt from sticking, but then they hurt because I cracked them. But that hurts less than sticking. But I was thinking about Jeff Dunham, the ventriloquist. I've always liked ventriloquism. It's an interesting skill. I can't sub-vocalize properly. I practice it, as I'm walking, so I don't look like a crazy person. It just, you don't move your mouth, or I'm going to do it now, but you don't try not to move your mouth unless as you talk to yourself, so you don't look like a crazy person. I'm just not good at the sub-vocalization of like the D's and B's and all that. I'm not good at it here. I just quickly threw that together, but it's something to work on. I really like Jeff Dunham. If you've ever seen him, he's that with Abu, or whoever it is, the dead terrorist that he's got, and Walter and Peanut and all that. He's really, really good. I actually like the guy, and I think he's very talented. I'm glad that he's as popular as he is, as much as people may like or dislike his stuff, because ventriloquism is a skill that shouldn't go away. And I'm glad that he's very popular as he is. Thumbs up on that. But that's a kind of skill that's kind of cool to pick up on. Just because being able to talk and not show it is a skill that can be very, very useful. Now, the reason I had originally brought that up, let's see if I can remember why I brought that one up while I was out walking and talking and thinking, oh yeah, I was thinking about cyberware. That's right. And then I came up with this really quick thing I want to try and mention. It's about claustrophobia. Cyberware would be awesome, but I really don't think we can ever get headwear, because there's really not a lot of room in your head to implant stuff. Things like pacemakers and all that we can add into our bodies, because they just pop it under your skin on the outside of your skeletal structure, and then the wires go into your body and then do what they gotta do. that's fine. But when you're talking about your head up here, there's not a whole lot of space to put stuff. I mean, you'd have to either drill out bone or replace parts of bone with metal replacements. And right now we don't, I guess titanium is about the best since it's non-reactive. But because there's not a lot of room, I mean, even just now where they put wires and electrodes through the head and into the brain, it's really tight in there. There's not a lot of room. So I don't know if we can ever get headwear like they talk about in the cyberpunk books, but it'd be cool. And the reason I brought up the like saying, hey, it's a claustrophobia type thing, is like if you think about what makes you, your brain, that 3 pounds of jelly that's between your ears and behind your eyes. Think about that. That's you. The rest of your body is just sensors and machines to make sure that the brain works. The rest of your body is just a life support system to make sure that that lump of jelly in your head keeps running, because that's you. But think about this, you. What is you? That 3 pound blob of jelly inside of your skull is in a tight, hard box. Very little room. In fact, so little room, you know, the brain is crinkled and crunkled up on the side of itself. That's why it's so wrinkly. It looks like broccoli or cauliflower. Because there's so little room. What makes you, that 3 pound blob of jelly, is caught in this tight, hard little cell with no light, and it's hot, and it's wet, and it's cramped, and you can't move, and that's what you are. Makes me kind of antsy just thinking about it. Yeah, the rest of us, this is just the machinery that 3 pound blob of jelly can experience the world. Think about that, and then think about claustrophobia. Thumbs up. That was really it, though. I don't really have anything else that I'd written down to talk about. In fact, I just have, oh yeah, caffeine withdrawal. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to show you the brand name, but I think we all know what this is. I'm keeping the monkey on my back, scraping up what change I can get because I hate caffeine withdrawal. I've gone through it a lot and I don't like it. It's like, 48 hours with the headaches and then 2 or 3 months of dragging, because you do work better physically and mentally when you're addicted and getting your fix of caffeine. And when you withdraw, you actually work at subnormal levels for a few months until your body adapts to not having caffeine. So yeah, I keep the monkey on my back, as expensive as it is. Well, right now they're having a sale 2 for $2, so these are $1 each. Gotta make them last 2 days so I don't withdraw from caffeine. Withdrawal sucks. Now I'm going to go through, and I realized that, which browser am I using? Oh, there we are. I have not yet opened up the 24 hours worth of comments on my channel. My sincere apologies, I hit the wrong tab. I'm going to open 24 hours worth of comments on my channel so I can thank 20 to 25 people. Now, I have some people that have asked for a shout out, and you're going to get a shout out. You're going to be the first on there. If you'd like a shout out, just ask for one. You will definitely get it if I catch it. But I have 24 hours worth. I'm going to do my best at pronouncing everything. If I could mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I'm a native American English speaker, and I'm terrible at names. Better at them than I thought I was, but still not a Salhada. So first off, Will McLaughlin asked for a shout out. Son of a gun, thank you very much, Will McLaughlin. I have to get my browser window open. I keep moving away from it. And then there is Lambo Rambo, thank you very, very much. Mateus Vulture, thank you. And Janelle O, thank you very, very much. Chris Cervantes, thank you, greatly appreciated. Saralina Martin, thank you very, very much, greatly appreciated. My name is Bob333, son of a gun, thank you very, very much. Nocturnal HD, thank you very, very much. Justina Aquavita Metz, thank you so very, very much, greatly appreciated. And then there is Stone, simple name. Thank you very much. And Zeppelinator427, son of a gun. You've gotten quite a few shout outs of late. Thank you very, very much. Ginga Da Vinci, that's an interesting name. Thank you very, very much. Joe Moody, thank you, greatly appreciated. Max Income Tax, son of a gun. I've given you a shout out before. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciate it. John Boy, JAWNBOI, son of a gun. Thank you very, very much. And then there is Mama Chell. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. I recognize your name. And Mika Mach 5. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. Stephen Davis. Thank you. Very, very appreciated. Marco Dodo Beef Legion. That's a heck of a name. Thank you so very, very much. And then there is EOD. Thank you very much. Andy Black. Thank you. And Floyd Mortlock. Son of a gun. Thank you very, very much. Random Person. Thank you. At PS Fun 6754. Thank you very, very much. And last but not least, there is Mercedes Garcia. Thank you so very much. Now, a fair amount of these comments were actually critical and near cruel or meanish, but that's okay. You're getting me out of my head, into the world, dealing with people. Thank you so much for having left me a comment, no matter the content of the comments. Good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. It got me out of my head, into the world, dealing with people. That's awesome. It's not a good landscape behind these eyes and between these ears. My mental landscape is not so hot. But thank you very, very much. I still have time now to go through and do my greetings, where I greet everybody in their home languages. Not everybody. There's like still 3,000 languages in the world. I can't go through and do all those. But if you'd like a greeting in your home language, if you could drop it down in the comments. I could not find that Arabic greeting that someone wrote down. If someone could tell me exactly how to say good morning in Arabic, that'd be awesome. I've tried to look it up, and there are so many different ways to say it. I don't know how to do it properly. If you could tell me how to do it, that would be awesome. Until that time, I'm going to have to say good afternoon. But bon dia, dia did, dia gled, guten tag, annyeonghaseyo, buenos dias, bună dimineața, ohio, labrit, labas ritas, kamusta, buongiorno, terahomokust, yorigelt, barabaive, barilus, ni hao, kalimera, bonjour, boker tov, dzień dobry, or as formerly, chest, labdien, dobre utro, mesa oheli, dobre rano, bereda, privyet, merhaba, and of course go forth and have the crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. A very good thing. Does not have to be an alcoholic beverage. Doesn't have to be Mount's crack cocaine. Doesn't have to be a prostitute spreading her thighs for you. Nope. The crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. It can be all of those things, but it doesn't have to be. I'm at 17 minutes and change. Have I gotten a bad reputation in the comments? Some of these people lately have been saying, I know you're going to just copy and paste some smart-ass comment if I'm critical. I try to answer every comment as honestly and simply as I can. I give trolls back what they give. So if you make a troll or asshole comment, you're going to get a troll or asshole comment back. But you can be critical of me. That's fine. I don't mind critical comments. I take those to heart. I answer them as simply and honestly as I can. And if there is a change I need to make, I will make that change. But if someone's just going to be a jerk, I'm either going to ignore you or give you a smart-ass comment back. So if I give you a smart-ass comment back, take a look at the way you asked the question. You came off as a troll or a jerk. That's why I answer back in kind. Critical comments, like I say, absolutely fine. And I will answer as many of those as I can. I've taken those to heart, and I've answered as many as I can today, simply and honestly. So thumbs up. And hey, if you could check out my links down below, that would be awesome. Click show more, they open right up. There's a whole bunch there. There's like Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. There's my blog, Google+. My thanks to everybody who has donated to my GoFundMe campaign to keep me alive. Thank you so very much. My thanks to all of my Patreon.com patrons. You are all beautiful, awesome people. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have been able to stay alive and in this house for as long as I have. So thank you all so very, very much. You are wonderful. If you could donate or to my GoFundMe or give to my Patreon.com, that would be awesome if you could check in down below. But if you can't or don't, that's okay. I take all good wishes, deposit in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very, very much. If you could toss me a like, that would be awesome. I do appreciate all the positive validation for my existence that I can get. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be cool, but only if you're down with it. If you don't like the videos, don't watch them. Don't like the channel, don't subscribe. But if you are down with it, thumbs up. I will do my damnedest to keep you entertained from now until the end of time. I've got a reaction video coming up. I got a game video coming up, and those are all good things. So, son of a gun, you take care. Have a great day today, and I will see you on the flip side. That's a good thing.